So Fiji goodbye, here we go. We were leaving through all these islands and reefs to get out the outer reef surrounding Fiji, which is the first of our challenges. The next challenge is as we got out, we ran into this. And we had, as you can see on the dial on the right, we had 23 knots at least on the beam almost. So coming straight from the side, and that made an uncomfortable sea. It's day 2 on our way to Vanuatu, and yeah, the wind's still blowing 20-25 knots. Sea's a bit washing machine like, but we're moving forward. You can see the boat rolling. You can't see the waves, but you can just see the motion of the boat. It is all over the place.
To give you an indication of what the view is like out my cabin window, and every now and again, every now and again a wave comes and smashes right over the boat like that.
Oh, it's bumpy. But amongst the chaos, still managed to get some work done. Work goes on, and the other benefit is we had a full moon most of the way, which makes a huge difference on night passage. Believe it or not, that's the moon, not the sun. So day 3, sailing from Fiji to Vanuatu. Back to normal trade wind sailing. The past 2 days have been dashed from the side. We had 20 to 30 knots from the side, which made it very uncomfortable. So yeah, back to trade winds, fishing. I think Irish is doing his diary, and yeah, we're all good. We got through 2 rough days. You can tell it was rough days. The life jacket's out. That was worn. I don't often wear a life jacket when I get out on the foredeck, but it was rough and dangerous enough to warrant a life jacket. And you can see the outhead is covered with cling wrap. There was salt water and salt spray flying everywhere for 2 days. Everything has a coat of salt on it. So it's boat wash down time when we get to Vanuatu, which is hopefully tomorrow midday. Over and out. Morning from a chilly Pacific Ocean. We are nearing Tanna Island, which is part of Vanuatu, and first light now, and it's day 4. Yeah, it's been a bumpy, rough, cold, windy passage, so we're very glad. We've got 40 miles to go. I'm just still on my night watch, coming to an end of my night watch, and yeah, glad to see the end of this one. And well, Vanuatu, here we are. Just passing Fortuna Island, the first island that we approach from as we get to Vanuatu. I think that is, must be a volcano, looks like a volcano, but we won't be going there. I don't think there's anything on that island, so we're on our way to Tanna. So here we are coming up to Tanna Island, to Port Resolution. Excuse the cellophane or the cling wrap on the outhead, but salt has been blowing everywhere. So we're going in there. That boat there is Moana, and you can see they are, at the moment, they are 6.8 or 5.8 nautical miles ahead of us. So they're our buddy boat for this trip, and quite amazing. Over 3 days we arrived within an hour of each other. But anyway, that's going into Port Resolution over there, and the Yasur volcano is right behind it. We'll go visit that. And coming into Port Resolution on Tanna Island, Vanuatu is the country. So we've got to go anchor there somewhere. And right here on our right is Mount Yasur, a very active volcano. If it can just behave itself for the next 5 days while we're here, that's all. Okay, got to go anchor now, so I'm going to cut this clip while we go get ready to anchor. So Moana got in about an hour before us, set the anchor, and then they kindly took some shots of us coming in. Thanks, Moana. Cheers, passage beer.
Phew.
This is a well-earned passage beer. That was a roughie, and it is now 11:30 local time, but we've earned it. We're taking it before 12 o'clock. So after a peaceful night at anchor, we picked up Rena on Moana to go do customs and immigration at the much vaunted Port Resolution Yacht Club. This is the Port Resolution Yacht Club. Customs and immigration are using it at the moment to check everyone in. We've just checked in here. And hey, there is a South African flag. Look at that. They've been here before me. But that's the Port Resolution Yacht Club. That's the lounge right over there. And that is Wary, and he's busy rebuilding it after it was damaged by the cyclone. What a setting. Magnificent on Port Resolution Bay. This is Weru, and this is the huts that you can rent here at the Port Resolution Yacht Club. And they're going to build a new yacht club right over here. The previous one was wiped out by a cyclone 2 years ago, so they're busy rebuilding. So that tree survived the cyclone for obvious reasons. Look at that. And it's an old tree. It's stood the test of time. There's a proper dugout canoe with an outrigger. And the nets, hopefully the nets all come back and they don't get into the ocean. The local fishermen's kayaks. There's Port Resolution. And this is our dinghy dock. Sandy one. Only a 2-man, the other guys to swim.
Remove this because that doesn't look good.
No, you can leave the beer there. We are being absolutely spoiled here on Moana by the captain over there, and Christian is doing cordon bleu dinner here for us.
Cordon bleu. Ons kan elkaar goed verstaan. So you must speak some also if you've been to Grote Schuur so long.
The chef is very nice.
Afrikaans.
So we got immigration done, but then they told us the next day we get to go to customs in Lenakel, the main town, which is only 2 hours in a 4x4 Land Cruiser on their new Chinese road apparently. So yeah, it was an adventure in itself just getting to town. And this is the way it is in Vanuatu. misfortune of sitting below this crossbar, so I couldn't stand up. And for 2 hours, I had Christian's crotch on my one side and Irish's backside on the other side. Lovely. So here we are, I think one of the few ATMs on the island. So it is, the ATM has been drained. These are all the yachties being brought here. There's the customs there in Lenakel. This is the town. And yeah, it's let's just say rustic. And then we were here at the customs offices. This is the customs offices. That's the customs vehicle. And lunch at reputedly the best restaurant in Lenakel, but it was good. This is main road Lenakel on Tana Island, Vanuatu. That's the market, fresh produce market. Some good stuff there. We're about to go check it out. Yeah, this is pretty much the main road up here. There's, I forgot to mention, there's ice cream here somewhere, so we're going to go look for ice cream. And while waiting for our ride back to the boats, we watched a local, what turned out to be their local championship match. Football was good. And waiting for the bucky to take us back. 2 hours by rough road, and all the yachties waiting here in Lenakel town. So we took a different route back via the foothills of the Volcano. You'll see some dramatic scenery coming up. But before the Volcano, first a little delivery by wherry, dropping off some kava for some local people. Kava is a root that they make tea out of. It gives a little bit of a high. Wow, there it was, the foothills of the Mount Yasur volcano, and this is the ash, volcanic ash that just gets layered down. next few clips are of one of my best morning runs ever. I met plenty local people and all friendly and all happy to take a picture or chat. The two guys in the previous clip helped me pull my dinghy up the beach. This was 67-year-old Samson. He was on his way to go plough his fields, and he learned to speak English from an Australian boat that visited in the 80s. Interesting guy. So this is a banyan tree. This is currently a male banyan tree, one of the bigger ones, and they reckon it's well over 100 years old. Incredible. Look at that root structure, and the roots run out for way out in the distance, which gives it a stability. It's survived many cyclones as this monstrosity here. And next up I bumped into this friendly looking family, the father with a machete and even the young guy with a machete. It's custom here to carry a machete. You can chop off fruit off trees as you go, so everyone carries a machete. No wonder the dogs give you a wide berth. And these two gentlemen making their morning tea. That's kava, the kava root, as I mentioned earlier. That's the yacht club. They're busy making some tables and chairs. Pretty cool, great view. And end of a great run, as I say, fantastic just to meet the locals and run the local roads, which left their mark on my feet. Next adventure, everyone gathered at the yacht club and off we went to Mount Yasur Volcano, which is the main reason we came to Tana Island, so this was the highlight. Signed up.
Signed up.
And there it is, the cauldron itself looking down into the volcano. That's a vertical drop almost, and there's nothing holding you back. So if you've got vertigo and fear of fire, that's not a good place to be, but impressive. And the power of that volcano, it wasn't that active, and a lot of the steam was because it was raining a bit, so it was actually steam more than sulfur smoke, but super impressive. And eventually the cold and rain got to us. No protection at the top of a volcano from rain and wind, so we went back to the vehicles. And another Starling dish being flattened, in other words made level. Drill the hole, pull the plug, and try and get that pole vertical. And we're here on Moana. They've been complaining they're getting a lot of drops from their Starlink. Cheers. This is our little beach braai effect. It is gonna rain maybe, so we got some, brought the tarpaulin from the boat, and we're here at Resolution Bay. Resolution Bay because Captain Cook made first landfall here on his boat, the Resolution, and he was right in that bay there, probably right where my boat is, because that would be the best spot, no doubt. That's a good strategy. I like that.
Depending on some good food, huh?
Rena, your makeup's running.
I hope they do.
My makeup is a bit
It's running down.
What is that?
running down today. Sure, but it's apparently the local.
So an adventure a day keeps a doctor away. A local guy showed us the local beach, which is called White Beach. You'll see why soon. Magnificent beach. So Rena and one of her crew member Else and myself, off we went. Check out White Beach. Oh, unbelievable. Look at that. Amazing. I'm still traveling, still looking. The snorkeling wasn't that spectacular due to high winds and seas roughing up the bottom and causing strong current, so the snorkeling was short. So here you can see the destruction caused by the cyclone of a few months ago. It's just trees uprooted and washed up on the beach here. And with all the logs in that, it was like a children's playground. So we were like grown-up kids playing on the fallen down logs, walking the plank. Yeah, good day. You're on video, don't fall now.
What do you expect? Excellent. Da, 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 da. Oh. No, no. Seven. Okay, go. But I mean, at the end, it's not thick anymore.
Okay.
Oh.
Rush hour traffic here at Port Resolution. We've got the locals are treating us to a lunch dinner thing. That's John on his dugout. This is our meal served up by the local village. Look at that, unbelievable. At the yacht club, fancy that. This is Stanley. Stanley put it all together for us. Morning coffee on Moana, and we meant to start planning looking for weather windows to Australia, which became a big topic. But before we set off, another adventure. So we bumped into these ladies on the beach. They were on their way to go fishing in the estuary, and Rena had a lot of water from a water maker on the boat. So we gave them the water, but obviously the catch-all was have to help them carry it. How's this for a setting? Natural estuary. The ladies are fishing for little, looks like tilapia or kerper. And someone's got the prime property up there. Little guys, it's almost like fly fishing. Almost like little maggots. Little worms. Okay.
They're
That's
in
the
the
bait.
coconuts.
So there's no ways I was going to be able to get those little worms on that little hook, so the lady's done it for me. And being a fisherman, I was up to the challenge and off I went. See if I can catch a fish. And the ladies were close behind me, hoping to outfish me. And there's my catch. I'm just joking. I caught absolutely zero, and that was the ladies. Totally outfished me. So Jordan and Terry, Daniel brought us to the hot water here. And this hot water is too hot to touch. It is really hot. In fact, if you look carefully, you can see the steam coming off it. It's super hot. And you've got the sea right there. Amazing. Hot earth. And these two guys, just a classic example of Vanuatu people. Didn't expect anything, but they were happy to show us everything. Bit of the village, show us around the estuary, and even collected fruit for us. As I say, not expecting anything. And it's just a thing in Vanuatu. The people are friendly, giving, and very humble. Even this little girl offering up some fruit. Yeah, everyone was happy. All the yachties, all the locals. It was just really a good time. So we asked Jerry and Jordan to go show us the hot springs on the mountainside. Uh, so they bashed their way through the bush. They virtually cut a path for us. We never found it, but we eventually got to this great view of the boats. But A for effort for the guys for trying. So these are our friends that helped us today on the path. It's Jordan, Daniel, and Jerry. And they were good men. They helped us. There we go. They helped us on the thing. And so we've just come to show them the boat and where we live. Yeah. And,
A lot of time you wait for that. It's just that's very good.
just giving some locals. Lena's clearing her boat out.
Not so much left. These are
And
boxes for
Number one.
number one donator. And once again we had to carry the donated goods for the locals. And they said, oh, no problem, it's just up the hill here, the village is close by, easy walk.
I'm going to show you how the locals get a party going. First you need a box, a couple of holes, and that becomes your bass drum. And some good background scenery. And then away we go. Let the party begin.
So it's departure day from Port Resolution in Vanuatu. It's the 8th of October. Here's our buddy boat. We're looking at about a 1 o'clock departure. It's early morning. The local fishermen are also departing. Those are dugout canoes, and now should be we just need a bit of wind to get us out of here. And there you can clearly see the hot springs coming out the hillside that we were looking for the other day. Cheers, Port Resolution. We're on our way, Bundaberg, Australia. Here we come. Cheers, Volcano, around the corner here. And yeah, Vanuatu's been good. Parting shot, Moana with the volcano in the background. And that's it, that's Vanuatu. Awesome place.